Bureaucrazy. So today I spent again a couple hours into the Italian embassy and just to try to find out more information about what we can do. So we mainly have a plan, and that's pretty simple. So Sunday we take our flight back to Lisbon, um, and hopefully, because Mel has still a document that it's valid. So this is the um, permits of residency, as she's married with EU citizen B, and it's valid till the 20th of March. So our only doubt is that because there is a passport control in Brussels where we stop during the flight, it's not a direct flight, and when we arrive in Lisbon, so if they have something to say for the fact that in 20 days, pretty much, this document will expire, uh, they will probably put a stamp on her US passport. That means that from that day, that will be the 11th of March, she has the right to stay 3 months in a Schengen country. But that's not a big issue, as anyway our plan is to travel March and April in north of Spain, the Atlantic coast in France, and for the 1st of May to get the ferry to Ireland. That means a non-Schengen country, where by the law she's allowed to stay 180 days. So that's what mainly people that travel from US or New Zealand or Australia do in Europe. So it's like 3 months in a Schengen country and 3 months in a non-Schengen country. So that's the escape door that many people use. Many people that do not have any kind of document like mail. So it's already 2 months, March and April, and then 6 months that we're gonna spend, probably 2 months in Ireland, 2 months in Scotland, and then in September to be at the Bus Fest in UK. So if she doesn't get a stamp, that means that the next time that she for sure have a stamp, because this document will be expired, will be on the way back in Europe after UK. So in that case, because from non-Schengen, we're gonna probably take a ferry to Calais in France, and at that moment, for sure, they will put a stamp. So let's say that from September, she will have 3 months to sort out things. Anyway, we still have the card before the 3 months to get, in Albania, for example, Montenegro, Bulgaria, Romania, meaning the non-Schengen country. But what we're gonna do, because we are looking to find a long-term solution. So the best solution will be for Mel to get the Italian citizenship. So this morning I get back to the Italian embassy just to make sure, and that's the fact, she will not be able to apply from the embassy, from the Italian embassy in Bulgaria for the citizenship for a simple reason, because she will not live in Sofia after 20 days. So as she will not be a resident here in Sofia, she will not be able to apply for the citizenship. So what we think is that after UK in the summer and September, we can go to Milano, that it's my hometown. So first of all, I mean, the main problem here, it's about the residence, so the address registration. The thing is that, as many of you know, we don't own any apartment. We don't have any apartment that it's rented on our name. We are 100% nomads. A friend of mine, Sarah, that we actually met in a meetup in Italy, She told me about some new laws in Italy. So if you go to any municipality, they should give you an address registration, even if you don't own any apartment or you don't rent any apartment. So that's pretty much by the law, and of course will be a non-real address, so can be any names of the address and any number. But in that case, I can get an address registration. So these are things that I should check online and check exactly how is the possibility. So once I get an address registration back in Italy, so that means that I will end my address registration in Bulgaria. So once I get there, not sure, but as I am a European citizen, I have the residency, the address registration as I had here in Bulgaria. She should be able to apply for the same kind of documents that it's long-term residency for Italy at the same address that I should get. So these already and these documents, I think it's related to her passport. So it's the expiring date will be the same one that she has on her US passport, but these documents will allow her to travel where she wants, Schengen country, not Schengen country. So like in the same way for the last 4 years, we mainly use when required these documents for her to travel in Europe. So this is already a good step because we can travel where we want. If we want to continue and to apply for Italian citizenship, it's a process that takes a year and a half or 2 years. So the first things that we have to show in some office in Italy is these documents that this is from Bulgaria. So it's a document that it's valid for 6 months, but I left here a copy, and I know that it's possible to get these documents even without the power of attorney. So these documents that has to be given by a minister of, I don't know how to translate that, but well, in a way, these documents prove that Mel, as she lived in Bulgaria, she never had any trial or she never was sued, I think. So she never had any penal problems in Bulgaria. So we need to provide these documents, but today I left these documents and all the paperwork that we need, because this one will expire when we start to ask for the citizenship. So we can have this done and then sent to us wherever we are. Then we need to do this document. That's a birth certificate, that's from US, but we can ask this one from the US embassy in Italy, and in the same way has to go through a notarius and be kind of legalized, and of course translated to Italian, as this document as well will be with the apostille, will be legalized and translated to Italian. So with these two documents, we can start to apply for the citizenship. Then we have another document. Well, this is a Bulgarian one because we married here in Bulgaria. This is a copy of our marriage certificate. And what we need, we already have this one. It's here in the Italian embassy in Sofia, so they will send us all the original, because anyway, if I give up my residency in Bulgaria, they have to send all my folder with all my documents back to where I will have the residency. So this is pretty much the plan. Anyway, the idea and what we need to sort out is will be okay for me to put back my residency in Italy, and if the homeless law can be okay for us, so to have a non-real address where we are registered in Italy, and if with that kind of address she can receive this long-term residence permit. So that's what we need to sort out, but we have time ahead, so we are not in the rush. And with the Italian citizenship, once the minister in Italy, they take the request, and it goes through many months before to be verified. Once it's verified, what you need to do is to take an Italian, I think it's an Italian language test, and then she has to swear to the Italian constitution, because she will become 100% an Italian citizen. So she will have a double passport, the Italian one, and she can also apply for the Italian ID, and she still has her US passport. So that's mainly our plan. It's been like 3 crazy days just to get through all these bureaucracy. But I think that's the best solution, because we have some people that tell, well, you can try in Portugal and things, but I think that as I'm an Italian, it will be better to find out a solution in Italy. The last of the problems is that I still have our van. It's registered in Bulgaria, so every year I pay the insurance here in Bulgaria, and I pay the taxes here in Bulgaria for the car. Uh, I know that it's not allowed if you're a resident in Italy, for example, is not allowed to travel in Italy for more than 1 year with foreigner cars. I mean, foreigner registered car. So in that way, I think, but it's not a difficult thing, that I will need to register the car back in Italy, and yes, pay the insurance in Italy and do the annual check for the car in Italy. So that's the only thing. Is will not be expensive, and yeah, that's the only factor, and it's even better because it's mostly we travel, and many times we go back to Italy than Bulgaria. So that will makes even more sense to change the car registration. So I will have nothing to do anymore with Bulgaria, because I will not have there my residency and not even the car there. So to have everything back in Italy, and hopefully to be an Italian resident, I mean, and eventually citizen for Mel. So that's what we can do so far. So we're kind of done here in Sofia. Tonight I have a kind of party with some old friends, and tomorrow we're gonna change location to another good friends that I have here in Bulgaria, Denica. And then 5 in the morning, Sunday, we're gonna take the flight back to Lisbon, where our super cute dog is waiting for us. And we miss him so much. And we're gonna be back home on wheels. That's what we do. And hopefully will not rain in Portugal. Our friends Alberto and Marina, they're still there, and seems that the last 3 days was rainy, and staying in the van as a couple when rain, you have to stay pretty much 24 hours together. Sometimes it's tough. So I really hope to go back and to have a nice sun, maybe do some surfing, and just keep on rolling. That's it for the update. So tomorrow for sure I will do another vlog, probably not Sunday, because we're gonna travel pretty much all day. We take the flight at 5 in the morning, and we arrive probably at 5 o'clock in the afternoon in Lisbon. So That's it for today. I wish you a really great weekend, great Friday night. Don't drink too much. I will do that because that's my party tonight, 8 o'clock. I will publish the vlog, but it's still from Portugal, from Algarve. And yeah, just enjoy the weekend, guys. Safe travel if you think to go somewhere with your van. Just find a nice place and relax yourself. Okay? Cheers, guy. Bye.